Welcome to Quick Picks Corner, where we dive into tech so you don't have to spend hours Googling what's the best foldable phone, while your friends keep sending you outdated links. Today we're tackling one of the hottest trends in smartphones, foldables. They're sleek, bendy, and come with price tags that might make your wallet cry. Are they worth it? Are they the future of phones? Or are they just a high-tech way to show off at Starbucks? By the end of this video, you'll know which foldable phone is perfect for you, or whether you should just stick with a boring old slab phone that, doesn't fold. And hey, links to all the phones I mentioned today are in the description below. Clicking them helps keep this channel alive, and if you don't click them, well, I might have to start a podcast. Let's jump in. First up, let's talk about the OnePlus Open. The OnePlus Open is the bold newcomer in the foldable world, and boy, did it make an entrance. This phone boasts the largest screens of any foldable on the market, and when it's fully open, it's practically a mini tablet. The display is stunning, bright, colorful, and big enough to make binge-watching Netflix or playing games feel like an event. It's not just a phone, it's an entertainment center that fits in your pocket. Multitasking is a breeze too, with plenty of space for running multiple apps side by side. You can have YouTube open on one side and a browser on the other. Great for those research sessions that always seem to end with watching cat videos. But let's talk about what makes this phone stand out: the hardware. OnePlus nailed the hinge design, which feels smooth and sturdy. There's no creaking, groaning, or is this about to break moments when you're opening and closing it. And for a first attempt at a foldable, that's impressive. They also managed to keep the device reasonably thin, which is no small feat when you're essentially carrying two screens around. Add to that a pretty competitive price point. Well, competitive for a foldable, and the Open becomes an exciting option for anyone looking to dip their toes into this futuristic form factor. Of course, being a first-gen product, the OnePlus Open has its quirks. The cameras, while solid, aren't exactly on par with Samsung or Google's offerings. If photography is a top priority for you, this phone might leave you a little underwhelmed. Then there's the software. While the hardware feels polished, the software occasionally reminds you that OnePlus is still figuring out how to optimize apps for foldable screens. Some apps look amazing, others not so much. It's a mixed bag, but if you're the kind of person who loves being an early adopter and doesn't mind a few bumps in the road, the OnePlus Open is an exciting, ambitious choice. Let's move on to the heavyweight champion, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. The Z Fold 6 is the foldable phone that everyone else is trying to catch up to. This isn't just a phone, it's a tech marvel that basically says, hey, we've been doing this for years, we know what we're doing. When it's closed, it's a sleek, premium-feeling smartphone. But open it up, and it's like unfolding a tiny futuristic laptop or tablet. The massive display is vibrant, sharp, and absolutely gorgeous. Watching videos on this thing is so immersive that you'll feel bad for anyone stuck using a regular phone. And let's talk multitasking. This phone is a beast. You can run 3 apps at once, drag and drop between them, and resize windows like you're working on a desktop. Whether you're a productivity guru or just someone who likes having multiple distractions at once, the Z Fold 6 delivers. One of the most impressive things about the Z Fold 6 is how refined it feels. Samsung has been in the foldable game longer than anyone else, and it shows. The hinge is smoother than ever, and the phone feels thinner and lighter than its predecessors. This is a foldable phone that doesn't feel like it's making you compromise on anything. And Samsung didn't skimp on the durability either. The Z Fold 6 is designed to withstand years of use, with reinforced materials and better water resistance than earlier models. Sure, it's not invincible, but it's a heck of a lot tougher than most people expect from something with moving parts. That said, let's address the not-so-small elephant in the room: the price. This phone is expensive, like second mortgage expensive. If you're considering buying it, you're probably either a tech enthusiast or someone who really needs this level of functionality. And while Samsung has done an excellent job improving the durability of its foldables, this is still a phone you'll want to treat like a newborn. Drop it, and you're looking at a repair bill that might make you wish you had just stuck with a regular phone. But for those who can afford it, The Z Fold 6 is the ultimate flex and one of the most capable smartphones on the planet. All right, let's talk about a totally different vibe, the Motorola Razr 2024. This phone is here to remind us why we all fell in love with flip phones in the first place. Remember the sheer drama of snapping a phone shut to end a call? Motorola sure does, and they've bottled that energy into a sleek, modern package. But don't think for a second this is just a nostalgia play. This phone has some real chops. The external screen is the star of the show. It's finally big enough to be genuinely useful, letting you check notifications, reply to texts, and even use apps without flipping the phone open. It's stylish, compact, and feels like a breath of fresh air in a world of giant, unwieldy smartphones. The Razr 2024 isn't just about looks, it's got some solid hardware to back it up. The hinge feels smooth and sturdy, giving you that satisfying snap when you close it. Motorola has clearly put thought into making this phone durable, and it shows. And while it's not a powerhouse like the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, it's more than capable of handling your everyday tasks. Scrolling through social media. Easy. Streaming videos? No problem. Plus, its compact size makes it ridiculously easy to carry around. It's a phone that feels good in your hand. And let's be real, most of us miss that. Of course, the Razr 2024 isn't trying to compete with the multitasking behemoths of the foldable world. This phone is all about style and simplicity. The cameras are solid, but they're not going to blow you away. If you're looking to snap award-winning landscape shots, this might not be the phone for you. And while it's fast enough for most people, it's not going to win any speed tests against higher-end foldables. But that's okay, because this phone isn't trying to be the most powerful, it's trying to be the coolest. And honestly, it succeeds. If you're someone who values vibe over versatility and wants a phone that makes you smile every time you use it, the Motorola Razr 2024 is calling your name. Next up, we've got the Google Pixel Fold, Google's first ever attempt at a foldable. And for a freshman effort, it's a pretty impressive debut. This phone is all about the camera. No surprise there. Google's Pixel lineup is famous for its stunning photography, and the Fold takes it to the next level. Whether you're capturing a vibrant sunset, snapping portraits with dreamy background blur, or using Google's AI wizardry to remove photobombers, the results are consistently jaw-dropping. The Pixel Fold is like having a professional photographer in your pocket, and for some people, that's reason enough to consider it. Add in the bright, gorgeous foldable display, and you've got a phone that's equally good for editing those photos, or just admiring your masterpiece in vivid detail. What sets the Pixel Fold apart from its competition is its approach to multitasking. Google has baked its Pixel magic into the foldable form factor, with features like seamless app switching, side-by-side app views, and clever use of that big foldable screen. The experience feels thoughtful, if not as polished as Samsung's. The Fold is also surprisingly comfortable to hold when it's closed. It's wider than the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold, making it feel more like a traditional phone when folded, which is a win for people who don't love the narrow remote control vibe of other foldables. But as with all first attempts, the Pixel Fold isn't perfect. For starters, it's thick. When folded, it feels chunky, like carrying a small brick in your pocket. The multitasking features, while functional, don't have the same level of refinement as Samsung's offerings, and some apps still struggle to take advantage of the foldable design. And then there's the durability question. Google's Foldable feels sturdy enough, but it doesn't quite inspire the same level of confidence as Samsung's battle-tested designs. Still, if you're a Pixel fan who wants a foldable with killer cameras and Google's signature AI smarts, the Pixel Fold is an exciting option. Just be ready for a few quirks and maybe invest in some roomier pockets. Finally, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 is all about fun, style, and bringing a little retro drama back into your daily life. It's the spiritual successor to the classic flip phones of the early 2000s, but with all the modern bells and whistles you could ever want. Compact and sleek, this phone practically demands attention. Flipping it shut after a call isn't just functional, it's downright satisfying. You'll find yourself calling people just for the joy of slamming it shut with flair. And while it leans heavily on its aesthetic appeal, the Z Flip 6 doesn't skimp on performance. The external screen is more useful than ever, letting you check notifications, control music, and even run select apps without opening the phone. When it comes to usability, the Z Flip 6 strikes an impressive balance between form and function. Open it up, and you're greeted with a bright, vibrant foldable display that feels just as premium as its bigger sibling, the Z Fold 6. It's not designed for heavy multitasking like the Fold, but it's perfect for everyday tasks, social media scrolling, and streaming videos. The cameras, while not flagship level, are surprisingly capable. You'll get sharp, colorful photos that are more than good enough for Instagram, and the ability to prop the phone up for hands-free selfies is a game changer. It's like having a built-in tripod in your pocket. That said, the Z Flip 6 isn't for everyone. It's not meant to replace your laptop or become your productivity powerhouse. If you're looking for something to run multiple apps at once or tackle serious work tasks, this phone might feel a bit limiting. Battery life is decent, but not groundbreaking, and as durable as Samsung claims the Hinge is, you'll still want to handle it with care. But for those who value style, portability, and a little bit of nostalgia wrapped in cutting-edge tech, the Z Flip 6 is a winner. It's the perfect foldable for someone who wants a phone that's as fun to use as it is to look at. So where does that leave us? Foldables are undeniably cool, but they're not for everyone. They're great for multitaskers, tech enthusiasts, and people who love being ahead of the curve. But they're also fragile, pricey, and not quite mainstream yet. If you're thinking about buying one, make sure you're ready for the hidden costs. Cases, screen protectors, and repairs aren't cheap. And if you're clumsy, maybe stick with a regular phone for now. Links to all these phones are in the description below. Clicking those helps you get a great deal and keeps this channel alive, so I can keep making videos instead of figuring out how to sell foldable phone cases on Etsy. Thanks for watching Quick Picks Corner. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. See you in the next one. And remember, folding your phone is cool, but folding your life goals, not so much.